More than 30 new state laws went into effect yesterday here in Florida. One of them, known as Trenton's Law, increases punishment for people who are caught driving under the influence. As News 13's Amy Diaz tells us, local law enforcement officials hope the more severe penalties will discourage people from getting behind the wheel drunk.
Most of the time, it's the innocent person that, gets hurt the worst and either killed or severely injured.
Before this week, refusing to give a urine sample or take a breathalyzer test was considered an administrative penalty. Now, it's a second-degree misdemeanor thanks to Trenton's Law.
It takes a lot of evidence to convict someone of DUI, and having that breath and that urine sample is a critical part of that. And this will help us obtain that, and in the event that they refuse on a first offense, it's still going to provide penalties, so they won't be getting away with it, just a civil infraction.
The bill is named after Trenton Store, an 18-year-old Stetson University football player who was killed in a drunk driving accident. The man who killed him had a prior DUI violation, which is why the bill also includes increased penalties of up to 30 years for repeat offenders. Browning says a lot of the time drunk drivers get behind the wheel simply because they don't realize just how impaired they really are.
I think most people, when they start drinking, they think that, oh, I can make it, I haven't got that far to go. It's hard for them to recognize their own inability to react and drive like they normally do. I think a lot of times when people are impaired, they have a hard time realizing that.
Another law that went into effect on October 1st cracks down on license plate obstruction. This includes flip plates, photo blockers, tinted covers, and more. If caught with one of those, it was previously a traffic infraction, but has now been changed to a second-degree misdemeanor. It's more often found in other parts of the state to avoid tolls, but Browning says obstructed license plates are still an issue in Bay County.
If that vehicle is involved in anything, we need to be able to know who they are. Who the vehicle belongs to. It can become a problem if we don't have some way of identifying the owner of that vehicle. That becomes important whether we're at a crash scene and we have somebody severely injured in the vehicle or whatever the incident may be. We need to be able to obtain that information and to be able to utilize it.
In Bay County, Amy Diaz, News 13, Panhandle Strong.
The license plate obstruction law applies not just to those who are using obstruction devices, but those in possession of them or selling them as well.